is about this kid named Thomas who all of a sudden one day just wakes up in this mechanical box that is going up and up and up and up. Then all of a sudden it stops, it opens, and he finds himself among with many other teenage boys, and apparently they've been there for 3 years, surrounded by this maze that apparently changes every day, yet they still have people who go in, called runners, to try to find a way out, and they have it all in their brains, and all of a sudden Thomas comes in and he changes things for the better. Now, once again, did not read the book, as usual. I know it's very typical of me to say I did not read the book. I don't read most books to movie adapted, and most of the movie adapted books that I've reviewed did not see, or book adapted, however that phrase goes. I did not read the book is the point most of the time. So going into this movie, all I knew was that the trailer looked pretty cool, and that there was going to be a lot of teenage girls there that were probably going to cheer whenever something happened in the book that they knew or something. And guess what? That part happened. So the Maze Runner, how is it? Let's just say that it has a good first and second act. Those 2 acts were actually pretty good. The acting between these guys are really good, I have to say. Even the guy who plays Thomas, he did a really good job in the role, especially the guy who plays Gally in this movie. You might know him from We're the Millers. In that movie, it was a comedy role. In this one, he's just, whoa, completely different. And the action/running sequences, if you will, were actually so much fun to watch. I mean, watching those guys run through all this stuff, it was pretty cool, I gotta say. Despite some nighttime, like 2 scenes that I can actually depict where it's nighttime and you can't really tell what's going on. But besides that, it's really good. And there are these creatures inside the maze at night called the Grievers. They had a really cool concept, and were actually pretty scary, except for one little thing. The CGI did not look on par. It was a little bit off, I gotta say. I could really tell that it was CGI, yet I was still scared. Weird. So I mentioned the action sequences, the acting, the first and second act were really good, and the fact that the Grievers were really cool, except for the CGI. What did I not like about this movie? The third act, where stuff starts to get explained. Now, there are some entertaining scenes in that third act where the running and the action with the Grievers. But then there's the explaining scenes, and it just really leads up to an ending that I was not looking forward to, because that was like, it's very predictable. A lot of things in this movie you can predict. Like, that guy will probably die, and this and that's going to happen eventually. Like, the first thing I thought of when I saw the trailer was, maybe they're in here because, I won't spoil it, because it actually came true. I actually predicted what it was going to be. I predicted that it would be like this, and it turned out almost like that. Weird. And of course, there's the obvious setup for the other movies that they're going to make. Next one called The Scorch Trials. I just looked it up recently. Then, whatever. That's alright. That's fine. You know, Hunger Games is doing it. Twilight. Percy Jackson, only the first 2. Book series movies are happening. They're quickly writing a script for The Fault in Our Stars 2, not based on a book, so they can make a Christmas release date. Christmas Day, prepare to cry your eyes out when, I don't know, something happens. I didn't see the movie or read the book. I don't know what happens. So The Maze Runner has a really good first and second act, despite some lame CGI for the Grievers, but their concepts were pretty cool, and some predictable things that you can pick out. But the third act really isn't that great, but I still enjoyed the film, so I'm going to give The Maze Runner a B. If you want to check it out, you can. If you want to get invested into the series, go ahead, be my guest, but I just really think that maybe they could have done a little bit better with that ending. And I know maybe it's accurate to the book, but this is a movie. Things can be changed. And also, I didn't read the book, so I don't care. So if you've seen The Maze Runner, what did you think of it? Leave it in the comments below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.